Imagine South End when COVID hit. All the shops shut down due to lost customers and inability to pay rent. An empty, desolate street with no people laughing while talking to each other. Just gray pavement and loneliness. You leave the area with a sense of loss. Well, we're gonna change that. Group 2, Safety First, by Christina, Jock, Liam, and Cameron. Our approach is to beautify the area and bring the community together while maintaining our #1 priority to keep the area safe.
Safety. So this is just the aesthetic of the takeout. Yeah, nice and easy. It's going to be takeout for safety because of coronavirus. Seating. So we're going to have natural shade from under trees. The picnic tables and benches will be socially distant from each other. Singular park benches will be spread out for people dining alone. Movable tables will accompany those singular benches. Staff will make sure the space doesn't get overcrowded. Not only will these jobs keep the people safe and healthy, it will also bring more jobs to Montclair. Just the aesthetic for the seating areas, lots of chairs, lots of tables. Very nice, very green.
Benches, lots of places to eat will attract people.
For our entertainment area, we plan on adding a pop-up stage to the church parking lot. It can easily be taken down to revert the space back to a parking lot. We plan on hiring bands to play at the venue, sort of like a small jazz festival, and food trucks and vendors from other restaurants around Montclair to sell food. We also plan on adding spray-painted circles to the area to add color and keep people far away from each other when the performance starts. Just like the seating area, the venue will be limited to a certain amount of people and the lines will be regulated to make sure people stay far apart and safe.
We have an idea for a Chelsea market, which will include a wine store, a fruit and vegetable market sold by locals, multiple boutiques owned by local designers, and a thrift shop. All will be small businesses and mom and pop shops. It will look like this, but also because of COVID, there will be no use of the changing rooms and there will be no food samples.
We plan on adding a pharmacy to the area because we found that patients of the multiple doctors would have a convenient place to pick up their medicine. Also, Armando, a former resident of the area that we interviewed, said a pharmacy would be a great addition to the community. But rather than having a big chain like CVS or Rite Aid, it had to be a mom and pop owned pharmacy. This way the owners will be known, loved, and respected by the community and in turn bring the community together as a whole. We decided to replace the bank with the pharmacy because when we visited the area, no one was really at the bank, and we found it wasn't a big part of the community. We decided we should replace it with the business that the locals needed, according to Armando. We will also have policies for safety of the customers that visit this pharmacy.
Moving on to beauty. First, we have the mood board of the murals, which we wanted to show and honor the essential workers of the South End. Next, we have the renovated storefronts, and a resident we talked to said the stores looked closed and not as friendly, so we wanted to add windows and natural light so as to draw the customers in. Next, we have the Green Street, which will get rid of the street parking, make a bike lane in the road, expand the sidewalk for more greenery and benches. And next, we have the historical apartments, which we just wanted to preserve the South End's history and bring it back to its old glory. And then we have the floor plans, which we wanted to make the apartment building available to anyone who's interested, whether you're single, in a couple, or family. Next, we have interior design, and we wanted to keep the apartments affordable and not gentrify the people living there. And we will have the interior design to keep a sense of space and openness, even if the spaces are small.
So here's just our square footage list. It's nothing much, just approximate estimates for square footage.
These are all the numbers. If needed, feel free to pause the video. As you can see here, our after-tax cash flow increases every year, internal rate of return. The 1.5 million MPV means that each of the 4 group members make 0.4 million after paying all the other costs. Now imagine going to the South End, seeing the expanded sidewalks with greenery and people sitting on benches chatting while staying far apart. As you go to pick up your takeout, you notice beautiful, grand, colorful murals on the walls of buildings, making you feel proud of the South End's history and art. You catch a glimpse of the friendly owners of the new pharmacy chatting with their customers and getting drawn into the open and friendly-looking renovated stores. You bring your takeout to the seating area where you see people sitting on picnic benches at tables, all widely spaced apart, and you enjoy a chat with a stranger sitting 6 feet away from you, talking about how far the South End has come. After you finish your meal, you are drawn into the church parking lot where there is a band playing music on a stage and people watching while staying in colorful artistic spray-painted circles 6 feet apart. You see the market and decide to go inside to just take a look, but end up buying many of the unique clothing and eating snacks from the vendors, staying for hours. You consider moving into one of the many beautifully designed but affordable apartments above the businesses in South End. It feels like a pity to just leave. As you drive home with many full bags and an even fuller stomach, you smile and remind yourself to visit more often, preferably with friends.